The fear of falling is one that we're genetically hardwired to have. It's one of the two fears that we're born with as babies. And I realize it's one of the few things that I struggle with still, even on my journey of like just evolving myself emotionally, spiritually. I realize that as much as I tell myself that it's okay to fail, that things are not going to happen the way that you want it to happen, that you're going to fall sometimes, as much as I tell myself these things, I am still afraid of it. And I don't know it consciously, but the way that I respond to the things around me show that I truly am still afraid. And why is this? Why are we so afraid of things not going right? And I'm sure there's a plethora of reasons, but it's something that we really have to check, that we really have to get in control of. Take this simple experiment. Close your eyes. Now imagine that you are on a plane and you're at the emergency exit and you're just peering out. There's a window there and you're just looking out and you're seeing the plane take off and go higher and higher into the sky until it crosses over into space. And now you see the darkness, the blackness of space all around, and you're getting further and further away from Earth. And you see the Earth leaving you in the distance, going higher and deeper into space. And all of a sudden, somebody just pushes you off, and you're falling, and you're falling, and you're falling deep down. There's no bottom. You're literally just free falling into nothing. Open your eyes. For a lot of us, especially myself, just the thought of free falling into nothing brings you so much anxiety, right? The fact that there is no bottom, even though the fact that if there was a bottom, it would be much more dangerous for you to hit the bottom. But the idea of just free falling into nothing, like you can't grab onto anything, you can't see where it ends, that brings you much more anxiety than if you saw the bottom down there. Why is that? Think about like how deep that is. Our need to control things, our need to see what's going to happen. We're completely not at ease with the flow of life. And the flow is that shit is gonna happen. You can do everything right, everything that you think is right. I realized when I was in college that like legit, you can work really, really hard and still not get a motherfucking A. Like that's something that I realized, especially going through school and being such a good student and getting to college and realize, damn, like, yo, you can try real hard in life and still not make it, or not make it the way that you want to. And even though I am a full optimist and I really believe that if you put your all into something, something great is going to come out of it, I still realize that I have to fully be okay with something shitty coming out of it. And I need to change my perspective on what is good and what is shitty, right? Because if I need to be able to live with all possibilities being a reality. And when I say live with, I mean be at peace with. We all need to be at peace with all types of things happening in our lives. We can't live our lives dependent on a certain thing happening. Our peace should not be conditional in that way. It should not be dragged in all of these directions. Our peace, our happiness, our mental sanity needs to just be a consistent just reality and not dependent on all the fuckery that's going on around, because shit will happen. Like we live in a world where we know that probably more than ever before that things are always going to happen. Like some real fucked up stuff happens on this earth, and we can't be pulled in every little direction emotionally, depending on what happens. We need to be able to relinquish. We need to be able to relinquish and let it go. We need to be able to let it go and let go of control. And that's something that I realized in my meditation this morning, that I'm still like this, y'all. I'm still tense. As much as I know to just go with the flow and be at ease, like I know all these things. It's in my head. I have the knowledge, y'all, but there's so many things in my life that I've yet to apply it to. I don't live with the awareness, with that awareness, as much as I know it as a fact. And that's something that I want to implore to everyone that's watching this video. It's okay to fall. It's okay if things don't happen the way that you want it to happen. Like, life is great regardless. The fact that we're living, breathing, the fact that I can hear these annoying crickets in my background, like all those things are just amazing. All the colors, all the smells, like we need to be able to simplify. And I don't even want to call it a simplification, because it's really magnificent, all the life and vibrance that is around us. We need to think about all these things before we start thinking about all the other problems in the world. These are the things. The fact that we have a sun to warm us up, the fact that I live on a tropical island in the middle of the ocean, and I have a roof over my head and I have food. Like, those things are magnificent, and those are the things that we need to be focusing on. And of course, we're not going to be oblivious of the issues, but we need to get ourselves in check before we can even address all the things going on out there. We need to get this in check. We need to be able to control our emotions and our feelings, and let go of all the fears, all the things that hold us back from fully expressing who we are in this life. Man, I really believe that in life, we should be living it as a full expression of who we are, of the essence of our divinity, And we can't do that if we're fearful. We can't do that if we're tense. If we can't do that if we're trying to hold on to the sides. We have to be okay with all possibilities. And yeah, I'm really challenging you all to just practice. If it's even the exercise, doing the exercise in your head, just closing your eyes and picturing yourself falling into nothing, and allowing your body to not react and tense up, but to let it be at ease. Even just the thought of it, let that thought of you falling into nothing, being at ease with that thought, I think that'll help a lot of people. And it's something that I'm going to continue to implement into my meditations. So yeah, y'all, man, some deep stuff today, huh? Damn, that was lame. Peace, y'all.